Social Intelligence, The Art of Mastering Human Behavior. Audiobook. Chapter 1. The Puzzle of Human Nature. In the vast maze of human interaction, there's one question that has puzzled philosophers, scientists, and curious minds alike. Why do we behave the way we do? The answer lies in the fascinating world of social intelligence, the ability to understand, navigate, and influence human behavior. From the moment we are born, we start to learn about the world around us. We pick up on cues, both verbal and nonverbal, interpreting emotions, intentions, and motivations of those around us. Yet as we grow, something incredible happens. We begin to refine our social intelligence, adapting to the environments we find ourselves in. This chapter delves into the evolution of human behavior, from the earliest survival instincts to the complex emotional and social exchanges we engage in daily. But here's the twist. Social intelligence isn't just about reading people. It's also about influencing them without them even knowing. It's about manipulating situations in ways that leave others unaware of your influence. We begin to understand that mastering this skill isn't simply about learning how to act in certain scenarios. It's about understanding the underlying currents that drive every interaction. Chapter 2. The Hidden Signals. Imagine walking into a room. You don't speak a word, but without realizing it, you've already made an impression. Your posture, facial expressions, and even your breathing rate communicate more than you think. Humans are masters of reading subtle cues, those fleeting moments when something isn't said but felt. This chapter is dedicated to uncovering the hidden signals that surround us. From body language to tone of voice, our ability to interpret unspoken messages often surpasses the spoken ones. But there's more than meets the eye. You see, mastering these hidden signals requires more than just observation. It demands a keen sense of awareness. Those who are truly skilled in social intelligence can not only read these cues, but they can also control how others perceive them. What makes this even more intriguing is that many of us don't realize we're sending out these signals. A tiny shift in our posture, an unintended glance, or even the pace at which we speak. Each of these can significantly affect how others interpret our intentions. This chapter reveals the complex dance that takes place in every conversation, every interaction, and every glance. Yet the deeper twist is that those who understand and control these hidden signals often gain a distinct advantage in any social setting, making the quietest actions the most powerful. Chapter 3. The Power of Empathy. At the core of social intelligence is empathy, the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and feel their emotions as if they were your own. But here's where things get complicated. Empathy isn't always as pure as it seems. While it can be a bridge to understanding, it can also be a tool for manipulation. This chapter explores how empathy is used not just for connection, but also for strategic advantage. Consider a leader who can read the mood of their team and adjust their behavior to motivate or calm them, or a negotiator who, by empathizing with the other party's fears and desires, can strike a deal that benefits them the most. But the plot thickens when we reveal that empathy isn't always conscious. Some people have honed this skill to such a degree that they can manipulate the emotions of others without them even realizing it. This isn't necessarily a negative thing. Many high achievers rely on this subtle ability to influence outcomes in their favor, creating alliances and moving ahead in their careers. So what happens when empathy becomes a tool for personal gain? When is it no longer about connecting, but about subtly directing others' thoughts and feelings to meet your goals? The power of empathy, while valuable, is often a double-edged sword, and this chapter explores how it can be wielded for both good and manipulation. Chapter 4. The Unseen Forces of Group Dynamics. There's a hidden force in every group, the unspoken rules that govern behavior, influence, and power. Whether you're in a family, a workplace, or a group of friends, understanding group dynamics is one of the most powerful tools in social intelligence. Groups are fascinating entities. They have their own personalities, their own subtle hierarchies, and their own dynamics that can either help or hinder individual success. This chapter dives deep into the invisible forces that shape group behavior, peer pressure, status, groupthink, and the silent battles for influence that occur beneath the surface. What's truly surprising is that many of us are unaware of how much these forces affect us. A person's behavior can shift dramatically based on who's around them. In a group, individuals may act differently than they would alone, often driven by a subconscious desire to conform or gain approval. Understanding these dynamics is crucial for anyone seeking to master human behavior, as the group can either elevate or sabotage one's success. However, the most intriguing aspect of group dynamics is that it's often the quietest person in the room who may have the most influence. Through subtle acts of social intelligence, they can sway the decisions of the group, guiding outcomes without ever taking the spotlight. This chapter unveils the hidden influencers within every group, demonstrating that sometimes the most powerful person is the one who says the least. Chapter 5. The Dark Side of Social Intelligence. We've explored the power of reading people, mastering empathy, and understanding group dynamics. But what happens when social intelligence is taken too far? When it's used for manipulation, control, or deceit? This final chapter delves into the darker aspects of mastering human behavior. While social intelligence can be used to foster connection and collaboration, it can also be used to deceive and manipulate. The most dangerous individuals are those who understand the deepest aspects of human behavior, yet use this knowledge for their own gain, whether in personal relationships, business, or politics. They can charm, deceive, and manipulate others, all while maintaining an image of sincerity and goodwill. The story takes an unexpected turn when we reveal how some of the most powerful people in history used social intelligence to gain control. From charismatic leaders who inspired mass movements to conniving politicians who swayed public opinion, the art of social intelligence has always been a double-edged sword. But the most chilling part? Many of us unknowingly fall victim to these tactics. We believe we're making our own decisions, yet we are subtly influenced by those who understand human behavior on a deep level. This chapter uncovers how to recognize when social intelligence is being used against you, and how to protect yourself from becoming an unwitting pawn in someone else's game. Conclusion: Mastering the Art of Social Intelligence. As the final chapter draws to a close, we realize that social intelligence is not just about understanding others, it's about understanding the power we wield through our interactions. Whether we use it for good or ill, mastering human behavior is one of the most powerful skills anyone can possess. The journey through the complex world of human interaction reveals a truth that's both empowering and unsettling. We are constantly shaping and being shaped by the people around us. The challenge lies not just in mastering these forces, but in doing so ethically and responsibly. In the end, the true art of social intelligence is not just about manipulating others to get ahead. It's about understanding the delicate balance between influence and respect, between connection and control. And as you navigate this intricate world, remember, the key to mastering human behavior is not just knowing how to read people, but knowing when to let the game play itself.